There are some 1 billion people, or 13% of the Earth's population, not having access to electricity. 1 billion, 1,000 million individuals. It is as many as the population of Europe and United States combined. My name is Erik Westerberg, and in this Turboden Talk we will be covering mini-grids and how they can reduce the number of people without electricity. Africa is the continent with most people living without electricity. Almost half of the population in Africa, or some 600 million people, live without electrical power. United Nations have established 17 development goals in order to achieve a better and more sustainable future. The goals are all interconnected, and the objective is to have them fulfilled by 2030. That's only 10 years from now. Goal number 7 is affordable and clean energy. With specific emphasis on developing countries, the main target is to ensure reliable, affordable and sustainable energy for all. It is well established that access to electricity is a basic precondition for improving people's lives, healthcare and education. There are basically 3 ways to bring electricity to remote areas. The first option is simply to extend the national grid. The second is a standalone system. And the third is the mini-grid. Extending the grid is extremely costly. And as rural areas typically are located far from the national grid, the high cost of extending the lines makes many of these projects unfeasible. The second approach is the standalone system. In these systems, the power generation is basically installed at each household and consequently there are no transmission or distribution costs. However, these types of systems do not support income-generating activities, enabling a village to develop productive services and jobs. The third option is the mini-grid, providing centralized power generation at the local level using a village-wide distribution network. Mini-grids provide capacity for both domestic appliances and local businesses and can be a powerful approach for accelerating rural electrification and thereby support sustainable development. Mini-grids offer an excellent solution for utilizing locally available renewable energy resources. By combining 2 or more energy technologies such as sun, wind and biomass into a hybrid mini-grid, one can ensure power also when the wind is not blowing or the sun is not shining. Historically, diesel-powered generators was used in combination with wind or sun in hybrid mini-grids. However, diesel gensets are noisy, emission is a concern, maintenance is an issue and in many cases not being done according to schedule as it is costly and requires skilled staff. Fuel, that is diesel, have to be sourced, bought at a rather high cost and have to be transported in many cases over long distances. Due to these shortfalls, mini-grids relying on diesel-powered generators have in many cases experienced unreliable operation with numerous blackouts, jeopardizing the long-term operation of the entire mini-grid. Calculations of life cycle costs indicates that hybrid mini-grids powered entirely by locally available renewable sources as sun, wind and biomass are very competitive and the best long-term solution. Hybrid systems can power households and local businesses, and if developed into CHP, that is combined heat and power, they can provide electricity to the village network and at the same time generate heat for greenhouses, dairies, juice production, timber industries, cattle farming, etc., and thereby supporting job creation as well as food security without undermining the fight against climate change. A good starting point when planning and designing mini-grids is to identify ongoing and planned projects in a specific area and evaluate how availability of electricity would improve their operations. Businesses relying on small diesel generators may be another good target group when planning hybrid mini-grids by providing energy without all the drawbacks associated with diesel generators. as these types of businesses already utilizes electricity in their operations. Increased availability of reliable energy is a significant driver to further develop their businesses and thereby creating a positive spiral in the local community. It is also a good idea to design the network in accordance with the national grid specifications. Developing hybrid mini-grids is yet another way for Turboden to support United Nations Sustainable Development Goals by providing reliable, affordable and sustainable energy. Thank you for your attention and see you in another Turboden Talks in the future.